people. So I am playing Pirate101, and we're going to be looking at some just all sorts of stuff about it over the next hour. So if you have any questions or whatever, holler out in the chat room. If you have any tips or tricks, feel free to do as well. Make sure we don't curse or anything bad in the chat room, or I will ban you so hard that you will never ever be able to play a video game again. And make sure if you post any links or anything in the chat room to your character, whatever, it has to actually match what we're talking about. It can't just be some random thing, okay? If it's a random thing, then I shall delete the link and kick you out of the chat room forever. So anyway, we're going to get it started really pretty quick here and just get right into it. I'm going to show some combat, some ship stuff, some of the UI. I'm going to explain a little bit about the game, and bear in mind that that this game is still in beta. It's actually a closed beta, so you have to keep in mind that a lot of this stuff is going to change. The UI, there's going to be some missing text, maybe a voice or two. Who is this annoying person next to me? Oh, well, look, it's Leisha Darkheart. Leisha, how you doing?
I have a new name now, Dark Leisha de Clark.
Dark Leisha de Clark. I think that I think it works fine though, because I think that it works within the kind of the style of the game, if you know what I mean.
I like it. It's my pirate name.
Well, of course it's your pirate name. That's why you're a pirate. But you're on a boring horse, and I'm on a manta ray, which is more piratey, I think. I think the manta ray is.
I like my horse.
I'm gonna say your horse is okay. I'm gonna say your horse.
What's that other thing that you have as the mount? Show that.
Well, I didn't have it as a mount. I bought it before. I think they wiped the characters. Since now the NDA is lifted, we're going to. We can talk about it. So this is it. The Lonely Buffaloon. Now I'm gonna buy this sucker. He's 10,000, but let's buy it because they give you in the beta test. They give you unlimited crown, or not unlimited, but a bunch of crowns to play with. So let's look at my buffaloon. It's like a balloon, but a buffalo. Oh my gosh, there's like a ton of stuff in my UI. There we go. This is a buffaloon.
That mount is much better.
Yeah, you see the buffaloon? It's like a huge floating buffalo with a big Batusi and little bitty wings, and he flies around. Look how he flies around. And what's cool about it is that's classic. That is classic King's Isle style humor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really nutty. Anyway, you guys might remember Alicia from the Wizard101 podcast, Ravenwood Radio, which is still going very, very strong. So go over to what is it?
RavenwoodRadio.com.
RavenwoodRadio.com. You can check that out. They're still going strong, and I'm sure they're super duper excited as well for the Pirate101 expansion. Before we go to combat, I'm going to show you a little bit more of the UI and explain just a little bit, and then me and Leisha are going to go on this cave here, defeat a few monsters to show off the turn-based kind of strategy combat, and then we're going to go out to the ship. I'll actually get actually she'll jump on my ship or vice versa, and we'll explain how that works, how you get on there with other players and stuff. Housing I'll probably show, but I'm not real sure. But let's look at the UI a little bit. Again, bear in mind that this will change. This is beta. You know how the guy says this is Sparta. This is beta, so you have to keep that in mind. If you don't keep that in mind, then you might be let down whenever everything changes. You have your chat over here, you know, your standard chat where you can, your pre-selected chat that's safe for children to use. I actually prefer the pre-selected chat some of the times because you can actually, it's kind of for lazy adults as well, like myself. Alicia, you like the chat, don't you?
I don't ever use the pre-selected chat. I usually normally just type.
Oh my gosh, you were supposed to say you liked it.
Well, it's good for younger players, but I don't use it very often.
Yeah, I like it because I'm lazy. You can just click on some. You have your character basically. Now this, again, bear in mind it's going to change around. I have to say that continuously because I know that King's Isle is probably like, oh my gosh, that's going to be fixed. You have your character selection screen and all your character stuff. You have your inventory. I'm not going to go through all of this, but essentially you have a lot of costumes. I mean, look at this. You have an officer's garments. You have, I mean, it's just similar to what you're going to find. Oh, look at that one. Similar to what you're going to find in Wizard101. You have just a ton of selection. And one of the cool parts. What is this? Look at this. Is a skull. One of the cool reasons to play Wizard101 and why it was always fun was the customization. And as you can see, I mean, it's no different in this particular game. You have your, I think this is my talents and my powers. These are listing my abilities, which I'll show you here in a little bit. You'll use in combat. Then you have your titles. I don't have any title going on. Let's choose ensign, I guess. I don't know. And then you have your companions. Your companions I'll explain a lot more as well, but your companions are essentially the little guys and girls and creatures that are in your army. So as you can see, you can actually buy a whole bunch of companions or have a bunch of companions and choose the main ones. You can level them up, and I'll explain those a little bit as I go along. Although I don't understand it quite that much, but I'll explain that as I go along. Okay. So
I wonder who this friendly Thomas person could ever be.
I don't know. That's an unusual name,
I
but
wonder if he's actually friendly, like a friendly person.
a guy named Thomas, I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Hi, friendly Thomas. In fact, I'm gonna use the hello. I'm gonna use ahoy, the pre-selected chat, as you can see.
There's Ahoy. That's one of the...
Ahoy! Well, there's got to be ahoy. Then your next screen, you have your quests, which are pretty typical. Now, this is something I want to show real quick. I'll let you guys and girls in the chat room check this out. These are puppet shows. Now, puppet shows you can actually collect. These are absolutely fantastic. They're little animated vignettes, I guess is the word I'm trying to use there, trying to find there. And as you collect them, you can play them anytime, and they kind of fill you in on bits of lore of the game. So if you, whatever you expected or whatever you saw from Wizard 101, it's kind of like Pirate 101 has been cranked up to 12 on it, you know. So just keep that in mind. Let's play that a little bit. Now, again, in the chat room, if there's any audio issues, I've been attempting to tweak it all day. But if you have any audio issues in the chat room, just let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, so I can adjust that. Is Friendly Necromancer massively? No, I'm from Massively. Friendly Necromancer is on to greater and better things. So I'm going to play this vignette real quick, and we'll look at it. So you just check this out real quick.
Captain Gunn was a legend of the skyways, feared by pirates and princes from Marleybone to Monkista. A finer smuggler never slipped past a blockade. Gunn sailed to Mushu, mysterious realm of the
So it's like a semi-animated little movie here.
And there, he made a
Notice the ninja
tremendous
pigs from Wizard.
Mushu, there grows a rare and tasty delicacy.
Very
Yum-yum
cool.
fruit, the most precious commodity.
Yum yum fruit.
That's right, yum-yum fruit. It can cure disease, grant strength, and even restore youth. And it makes your breath minty fresh.
Sweet.
Which is nice. Unfortunately, the Emperor of Mushu holds yum-yum trees sacred.
There's a lot of chopping of heads in this game, but it's very cartoony.
Gunn smuggled back loads of the stuff.
Sorry, Alicia, you're going to have to wait patiently and talk to that Thomas guy while I'm watching this.
Genius was when he bottled it, and he called his creation Yum. Pirates
Here, we won't watch the whole thing because we got to get on the fighting. But that's one of the puppet shows you can watch. You can find those in your UI, and those will basically they're just collectible little stories. It'll tell you about the lore as you go along, and then you'll be able to replay them anytime. Then you have your ship screen. You can actually choose your ship and stuff, which I'll show in a minute here. The crown store. Everybody likes the crown shop. I mean, you can buy everything in it. Gold. If you saw it in Wizard 101, you can buy it in Pirate 101 as well. Now, like I said before, bear in mind this is going to change all these UI elements and stuff. They're going to be a little bit. They're right now. No matter the size of the game, I'm running it in a window right now. But no matter the size of the game, it's a little bit. Too small. So I'm sure they'll adjust that a little bit and tweak it out and stuff like that. But here you can buy actually different companions. Companions are little people that go in your army, which I'll show you here in a second. So take the combat from Wizard 101, your idea about the combat, and throw that out the window. So just get rid of it. That mount, by the way, chat room, since you're asking, is called the Buffaloon. It's a giant buffalo. You can buy packs here, which are packs of items, I believe. Housing items, clothes, ships and ship stuff for ships. Jewelry, weapons, elixirs, all that, blah, 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 blah. Everything you can think of that you've seen in Wizard 101, you can find in Pirate 101. But again, it's ramped to about like 12. That'd be an apt description, don't you think, Leela? I mean, Alicia, sorry.
I think it's very similar, and it's very, very familiar. If you've played Wizard, you can hop right in, and you'll feel completely at home in Pirate as well, which is great.
I say we
So,
quit yapping and go to
I
combat.
think we should need to go do a quest.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go in here. The buffaloon. Look at his legs. His front legs tuck under. He's like.
What else would you do if you were flying? You have to tuck your legs under.
I don't know that. See, if you look at his body, I don't know that he'd be able to walk. That's why he has to fly. That thing is the most awesome mount ever. And there's other mounts. Okay, I'll not get sidetracked with the hilarious
Yeah,
stuff.
continue. You have a quest in here, right?
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do though. Help
I don't
Mo.
either.
So right now what we're gonna do is sneak around these crabs here, because these crabs will suck you in pretty easy. It's similar to Wizard 101 in the way that you've got to stick to the sidewalk and the side areas to not get pulled into a fight. But the
You
graph.
see our companion when we're off of our mount, like, you have one companion that's with you, that walks around with you.
Yeah, here's Mo, and what he's doing is he's actually telling me to continue his quest. Now, this is a missing voice part. I'm sure they will, I'm sure that, can I buff her volume a little bit? I really can't. Here, actually, I probably maybe can. Let's see. Might take a second here. Alicia, while I'm doing that, why don't you tell everybody what you think about about the game so far?
So far, I haven't played very much. I haven't got to play very much, but I'm up to, I think, level 6 on my little Buccaneer. I really love the companion system to where if you go into combat, even if you're alone, I now have like a group of 4. Whenever I go into combat, I have 3 helpers that are with me, so it's not just me. So I get to experiment with not only like I have a melee character, so I fight with this like spear type thing, but I also have companions that do ranged and all kinds of different abilities. So I think that's really awesome. So you're not ever always by yourself. Whereas in Wizard, I mean, you had companions, but they weren't quite as important as they are here. I really love the companion system,
Very
and the
cool.
combat is really fun.
I agree. I completely agree, and I'm saying that without really knowing what you're saying because I was messing with turning your volume up.
That's
But
fine. You don't have to listen to me.
no, it's just a. So I've got to go to Skull Island Skyway, the Blood Shoals Trader Cave to help Mo out. Let's see what he said.
That's here, isn't it?
I can help you step rat beard. Do. That's what I thought. I got to go to Skull Island Skyway, Blood Shoals Trader's Cave. Yeah, this is Trader's Cave.
Well, pick one of the other quests that you have.
Well, I've got Lasco here. I'll help you find Ratbeard, but not until you set me shipmates at ease. Help Manny, Mo, and Jack. So I can't help him until I help this guy here. Let's see
Don't you
here.
have a quest about a locket? Pick that one. I think that's how you help them. You have to do their
Let me
quest.
see. Let me see my lockets here. Yeah, I got Love's Locket lost. Okay, so that's what I've got to do. Is I've got to go defeat
Let's go
some
do that.
Barracuda. Now this
Let's
should
go
be
get the Barracudas. Those are fun.
this should be a ship combat game,
Yeah.
correct?
If I remember correctly, I just did this recently. It's a ship combat, yeah.
Let's see here. Is our pirate ship our dorm room? I'm going to answer some questions real quick. No, our pirate ship is not our dorm room. You actually have a dorm room, which if you see down here in the bottom left-hand corner, underneath my health, you can actually see a dorm room teleport, but I'm not going to teleport there right now to get out of what we're going to do. I'll
So
show
you have a house as well as a ship? I haven't seen my house at all.
Yeah, it's a dorm room, like a free dorm room you get in Wizard 101. And then I'm sure you're
Cool.
going to be able to buy bigger ones and just exactly like Wizard 101. So your ship is, I'm getting ready to show you the ship is an actual separate item that you and your friends can jump on your ship together, and I'll show you how to do that. And then, can you make your flag in this game? Yes, you can. And as a matter of fact,
You can. It's so cool. Whenever we get our ship, you'll see our flags.
well, she made her flag, but I didn't make my flag because I'm a dummy. Where
You
are
must
the,
have made something, though, right? I mean, when you get to your ship, you'll see it.
What, can I go from the dock from here? Okay, yeah.
To get where you need to go, you'll need
Follow
to
the
load
arrow.
your ship.
Alright, hang on, let me get off my mount here real quick. Do I need to?
No, come to the dock.
Okay, I've got to unbottle a ship. So what you do is right now, one of the newbie ships you get is a really funny looking little tiny little ship. So I'm going to unbottle it. You actually put them in bottles and you can collect them, or you build up better and better ships. So I'm going to select the ship,
The name of the ship you want to unbottle.
Pelvammer.
Go straight to her deck.
So now I'm on the deck of my ship. Now Alicia is now on the deck. I'm going to get off this mount. That might be a bug that it's going to be fixed where you get off the mount once you're on the ship. Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
think you can ride around if you want.
No, it's just
Whenever we're in combat, it takes you off.
he's just so big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His Batusi blocks everything. Okay, so as you can see, now we're on the ship.
And that's
Okay.
your flag right there. See it
Yeah, that's my
up there?
flag. Actually,
There's a bird.
I did make this flag, as a matter of fact. I chose to color it a black because I love crows. I love corvids, crows.
And if you
You
look
know,
down on the dock, on the other side, you'll see the flag.
yes, right over
So
here.
you can see where you parked your ship, basically, like in the parking lot.
Right, and the thing is, this is so brilliant about. I mean, I played a lot of MMOs, and almost none of them have non-instance ship-to-ship combat that you can. And I'll show you here in a minute that you actually pull up beside another player's ship and can see the battle going on the other ship, so you can actually jump on there. So it's really cool, and so everything here is non-instance. As you can see, there's my flag over there. So if I was hanging out with somebody and I said, "Hey, come to Skull Island or whatever, go to the docks," you'll see my red flag. It's a crow, you know, or however, and they'll see that flag and they'll know. Besides seeing me on there, they'll actually jump on the ship. All right, so I'm going to launch the ship.
Drive. There you go.
Now right now I'm in the actual. I'm going to hit spacebar just to stop right now to explain this a little bit. If you look on the ship, it's going to be really hard to see because I'm so tiny, but you can actually see me and Leisha on the deck of this ship. If you want to click on the stream and go to 720p, that's going to make your quality a little nicer. You can actually watch it on full screen and see that. So you actually see me on the deck of the ship. Now right now I'm stopped. These blue and yellow streams here, those are kind of like, imagine them like a Gulf Stream or a stream of wind. You can actually jump in there, and I'll show you real quick. You just push up or the W key like you're driving. You can get in there and it'll actually pull you along, and I believe heal you a little bit. Not real sure.
I'm not sure about that part, but I know it does kind of automatically drive you if you don't.
Yeah, so you can
want to drive.
you can jump out at any time. You can hit the space bar to stop automatically. So as I pull up to now, Leisha from her point of view will be looking at the ship from the character point of view. So she's actually looking at. Oh, you can actually tab to walk around your ship while you're anchored. I did not know that. Look at that. Can you see me on the ship now, Leisha? There you are. Look, if you hit tab, you can walk around the ship now.
Oh, okay, cool.
I didn't know that. Thank you, chat room. So see, essentially, you can park your ship out somewhere with your buddies. I don't know how many people you can have on your ship and have a party or something. I haven't seen that since Star Wars Galaxies.
Here, go get the Barracudas there across the way.
I'm trying to show the ship. So if you
I
see over
wanna
here,
fight.
if you see the Barracudas over here, I'm gonna come over here, and I'll actually fight them. Are you fighting only using the ship, or is it turn-based combat too?
It's turn-based. They come onto the board of the ship, and then
so I'm going to jump in here. Here we go. We are now docking with the Barracuda, or we're pulling up beside him here. And this is what you're going to... Whoa, my gosh. This is... Oh, boy. They're everywhere.
It's a lot.
This is a really hard... Now, I only got 30 seconds, so I'll explain it. This is a really hard one to explain.
Choose your targets.
So you simply choose your targets, and I'm done. So what I did is I said, hey, I want to fight that one there. And all my... I should have attacked separate ones because I knew they would kill it.
So you get a turn, and then each of your companions get a turn, and you pick the target that you want each of your companions to attack, and then you can tell them if you have a special ability available, you can tell them to do their special ability. And then you'll each all take your turns, and then the NPCs will take their turns. And then awesome stuff like this will happen.
That's a sloth that kicks a lot of butt. Oh, the Barracudas are easy. This is not a problem. So where Wizard 101 you watched your card selection, you would lay down a card, you'd see the animations. In Wizard 101, in Pirate 101, instead of doing that, you select where you want to go and what you want you and your NPCs to do, and then you watch the animations. So it has those wonderful animations that you're used to with Wizard 101. As you can see, I'm not going to hit done yet until I explain this a little bit, Alicia. I told my characters where to go. In some cases, like this one here, I could tell it to walk here instead. So you can move it and then attack or whatever, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attack since I'm so close here. And then once you've submitted all your orders, you can hit done, and then it's going to go through the different animations. Now there's different ways of seeing that your group mates have selected where they're going to go and what they're doing and stuff like that, so I'll show you that in a minute. But the animations are fantastic. Once in a while you get these big old giant animations that'll go through this big funny cut scene where it's like a Matrix looking. I mean, it's really, they really pulled out all the stops. Another important thing to notice is there where my mast is going to be, right in the middle there where I'm indicating with my cursor, that's actually going to block your point of view. Does it look confusing, chat room? Because I'm going kind of fast. Here's all my creatures. You see I've got my character, all the ones here that are not grayed out. Those are myself and my creatures. So I can tell them to move somewhere like this. Watch, now that person will move. I can tell this guy to move here. I can tell her to shoot, let's say. And I can tell this guy to shoot here. So you just give basic orders. Instead of picking one card like in Wizard 101, you just give basic orders and then you hit done. And then they go through the order. See, there goes my main guy moving. There goes the other guy moving. And then here comes my other characters. My girl here shooting, and he's going to shoot. So there's an order phase where you basically place your orders. You say, go here, shoot that, lay that trap, or whatever. And then there's the next phase where you actually watch them work out.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alicia, what do you think about the combat compared to Wizard 101?
I really like it so far. I think it's really fun. Like I said, I really love the companions, and that you get to kind of order a whole group around rather than just your one character yourself. And I had a quest earlier that was really neat in that part of your actions that you take during your turn on like the board phase was interacting with the environment as well. So I had to send one character to go press a lever while the other ones defeated the mobs. So it was really cool. I think there's a lot of potential for some really cool interactive stuff.
Cool. Chat room asks, what's the purpose of moving? You're not going to really see us move a lot on this board because it's so small. I'll show you a large one here in a minute, but the purpose of moving is exactly, you're going to get a better attack. I like to, with my ranged units, I like to go around an object. See all these ships passing by? Look at that. All these ships passing by are actual real players. You see that in the background? And you can actually see them on the deck. But yeah, it's kind of like battle chess if you ever played. Well, a lot of you in the chat room are way too young to know that. Here's a ship. Look, honey, they're pulling up next to us.
Yep.
I mean, my
Yay.
friend. So anyway, after you're done with the battle, you select all your different. What am I doing here? I got to kill 2 more. You select all your basically what you're selecting after the battle. There is some treasure. Okay, and you have to grab those bits of treasure and you move on. So is the water supposed to look like this? It's not water. You're actually in the sky. So you're kind of like in up above the spiral or a different area of the spiral. I'm not real sure. But anyway, I've got to kill 2 more Batacudas. It'll be another small battle, and then we'll go turn in the quest and do a large battle. And not all of them are on the sea like this. This just happens to be one that we're doing in the sky sea, as I'm calling it. I'm sure there is a term for it. Why didn't my other character move? I don't know. Maybe I didn't select him. So you see, you're going to go through the actions. We're probably going to see a couple big kicks. There's my little ninja crane guy. He's like a whatchamacallit, like a kung fu crane. It's really cool. And you're going to hear some different sounds going off. Sometimes that'll represent critical hits and stuff like that, but some of the animations don't quite match up. There are, like I said, it's beta. You're going to see stuff that you're... Skyway, thank you very much, chat room. Why is it I'm not surprised that the chat room would know more than I did? I take it that some of the people in the chat room, some of the players, watchers, viewers, or whatever in the chat room have been playing Pirate 101. So what do you guys and girls think about the game? I personally love it. I think that it's going to be... People are calling it strategy light. A lot of people call it that. And I say, if you think it's strategy light, you have never played Wizard 101 then. So I'm going to... Watch this. I'm going to move... Since my guy is hurt, my main guy here, I'm going to move him up here to get him away from the action. So that's one advantage of moving. My crane, I'm going to have attack this person. My crab, I'm going to have attack this one. And for some reason, my... Oh, and maybe I lost one, but one of my companions is not on the board. I don't know if you noticed that too.
Yeah, I only have 2 companions as well. I'm not sure what determines how many companions you get per battle. I guess maybe the size of the board.
Size or the layout or how many enemies.
This is really small, so...
And see, as you notice right now, I've moved my main off here into the corner, and now he's protected a little bit. Now, one of the Batacudas, of course, could run up to him and possibly kill him. but you end up getting if I'm knocked out like I am in Wizard 101, the battle continues as long as I have
Companions.
companions to fight. So thank you, Nathan, for telling me. That's cool. The instant messages pop up in a little chat bubble. That's a different thing. That's really cool. Somebody said nice live stream. I know that it's still closed beta. They're accepting, if you're wondering how to play, they're accepting applications. Just go to Pirate101 and follow the prompts and stuff, but I don't know I don't know how invites are going or whatever. So you'd have to just kind of see. Let's see here. Do one of his special attacks here. I have a bone hat on. I didn't even notice. I need to change that. What do you need to have text chat? Text chat is automatic. Oh, here goes a cutscene. Go, cow. Yeah, look at that. Text chat was developed basically to help younger players or players who didn't want to mess with chatting. It's kind of a safer option because since it's already pre-selected chat, you know, like some of the younger players can't put their phone number and stuff in there. In fact, you guys and girls should not be putting your phone numbers into the game.
Did you get all your
yeah.
Vaticatus?
We'll go turn it in.
Okay, so we're turning it.
So I can jump in this stream here, and it's going to carry me along automatically, kind of speed me up, and I believe heal my ship if I need it. But text chat is free for anybody. I believe if it's like Wizard 101, once you prove that you're 18 or you put a credit card on file, I think. Alicia, you'd have to...
I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, there are ways to basically, but once it's basically shown that you're able or you're an adult or whatever, you can have access to free chat, and that way you can talk pretty much normally. Oh, see, now that when you land, oh, look at that player went over here. Look at their ship, the pink dragon and all that.
Oh, wow, that one's pretty.
Yeah.
That's a cool ship.
Why am I not surprised that players have already got the massive ships? So when you arrive in dock, you're going to be on the deck of your ship, and then you hit X to go actually to the dock. By the way, if anybody's wondering, just holler. This is Pirate101, so if you have any questions, just let me know. I can't answer them all, but we do probably have some players that have been playing a lot more than me in the game. This is my big fat buffalo, so let's go. Nathan says, sorry for seeming like a stalker. Well, it's okay, Nathan, because stalking is really what it's all about nowadays. And if you don't stalk, what do you do? Okay, so as you can see, you can grab Yum Yum fruit similar to Wizard 101. As you're running along, you can grab the, what were they? Little red things?
Yeah, they float in the air. They give you health.
Yeah. Just one gamer asked in the chat room, what are these ships flying, or is the water texture? They're flying ships. You're actually kind of flying through a, oh, I gotta go to Jacob's house, or Jake's house. You're actually flying through the kind of the sky. Can you fall off their invincible safety rails? Are you talking about on your ship? I don't think you can fall off.
I haven't tried to fall off yet.
I probably will try that immediately.
Did you turn in your quest?
I'm doing it right now. I'm skipping what he's saying. I don't want to spoil it. People can play it later for themselves. I don't want to give too many spoilers, especially in a game that's so anticipated. Oh, off the islands? No, I don't believe you can. Alright, now I've got to go to Skull Island to find the locket. Real quick.
Okay, I'm following you.
Here is I wanted to talk about, this is something new they've added. This is basically a life fountain. A life fountain is used any time that you lose a companion or are hurt. I believe it's just to lose a companion. You hit X as an X-ray, and what it's going to do is it's going to resurrect any lost companions. So if you lost companions during a fight, you actually go to this life stone here, and it'll do it. And you actually will get a teleport to the nearest life stone at any point. So if let's say you're out in the seas and I got to go to the Skull Island now, Alicia. So why don't you just take me to Skull Island? Let's get on your ship.
Well, I don't have your same quest.
It's
so
alright, I just gotta go to Skull Island. That's all I have to do. See what I mean?
No.
So yeah, pop your ship out and I'll jump on it, trust me. Let's look at her ship. Her ship is not as cool as mine. Mine's totally cooler. Where's it at?
The one with the pink skull? Do you see it?
Hasn't shown up yet. Oh, it's over there. Okay, so I will run over there real quick. So you can see she popped out her ship over here. The pink skull, which is actually really, really cool. I want a skull. So now that she's over here, it's in real time. There's her actual ship. You see over there? She can wave and everything. And you just basically hit X to get on there. Okay, so now she can start flying and head to Skull Island. You know where Skull Island is at, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll fly to Skull Island. I'll probably do some ship-to-ship combat in this. It's taking a minute to load for me to get onto her ship. It might be loading a little bit.
Are you not on my ship?
Not yet. It's probably loading for a
I
second.
might have driven off without you.
No, I was on the ship. I know that. It's loading. It's just in a loading screen. It'll take a minute here. Remember, guys and girls, this is beta. When does the game come out? I have no idea. Now I'm on your ship, though. And see, as she's flying, I can actually walk around and look around. That just doesn't happen in MMOs much at all. So you need to go to Skull Island.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you need to go to Skull Island. Not, you're going to... Okay, I should have driven. Now we're locked in combat.
I don't know how to do ship combat.
Well, you just hit your abilities down there on your bar.
I don't have abilities.
It's alright, they're probably going to pull up next to us anyway.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh! Did I put out the fire? Okay, you see the ship over there attacking us? That's an NPC ship. And they're going to attack us and probably actually... Oh, cool, I can remove the damage for you by running around on deck. I had no idea.
Yay.
Cool.
I have this quest, that's why it happened.
Look, I'm taking the damage for you. I didn't even notice that.
Awesome. So you can actually work together while you're flying on ship. That's awesome.
Well, I didn't notice the countdown timer. Yeah, I'm actually healing you right now. So keep shooting. Do you see you have a flaming arrow ability?
Yeah, I'm shooting.
Darn it. Darn it, I keep moving. I keep moving, it's smoking. We're dead. Okay, we have been boarded.
Did we lose?
No.
Oh.
We have now been
Oh,
boarded.
no.
So what happens is after
That's
they
a lot of
attack
shots.
us, they can actually pull us into combat, whether we want to be pulled in or not. Now, if you notice all the fires, those fires will act as obstacles that are that you'll see. They'll actually burn you if you stand next to them. So you don't want to do that on the board. So the sharks have the first move. They're going to be attacking us. Oh, we have to show Finn Diesel. He's already captured though with my quest, but
Yeah, he is with mine too.
if you go to massively.com and look up Pirate101, you'll see my first impressions of the game, and you can see Finn Diesel in that. All right, I'm going to use one of my special
This is
abilities.
a much larger map.
Yes, you can see how many areas you can move to. I'm going to use one of my abilities where I can actually cast a trap here. So if I cast that trap there, it's going to do a special ability there. I can use this guy here, and he's going to do a special hit. She's going to shoot at the same one, and then my crab guy is not on the board. I don't know why. Let's see what happens. So if you stand next to fires, you get some, yeah, not Finn Diesel, I'm sorry, Finn Dorsal.
Finn Dorsal.
So he's a shark named Finn, F-I-N Dorsal. It's hilarious. Which I didn't even think at first. I was like, oh, dorsal, as in Finn. Here we go. Here's one of the coolest cutscenes. Yeah! That's why I love that guy. Crane, my ninja crane. There's also a mouse. There's a whole bunch of different companions you can get. This is really, really cool. Oh, do you have a pink outfit on?
Mhm.
How'd you get a pink outfit?
I dyed my outfit. You can dye your clothing.
Did you see, here comes my trap? That's what happens on a trap. And the dye you buy in the cash shop?
No, it's just for gold.
Okay.
So you can do that.
So customization looks like it's going to be just as... Oh. No!
Oh, no. That was not good.
I don't think my character even healed up all the way.
Oh,
So
no.
I'll probably die here.
Oh, no.
It's all good. Okay, I'm probably going to die. So what I'm
Run.
going to do is I don't want to run... There's really nowhere to run. Maybe down here. My crane is going to take care of this one. And she's going to take care of that one. So let's see what happens. Is there mana? No, that's a good question.
Think so.
Yeah, because I was thinking, where is kind of the, how do we pay for these moves and everything? And I don't think it works that way. Like I said, take everything from Wizard 101 and throw it out the window, because you're not really, the only thing that's similar is that you're turn-based, and that your friends can join in battles with you easily. So look at our ship, it's just on fire. Okay, when we're done here, you gotta fly right to Skull Island, or we're gonna just die. Is there gas for the ships? No, from what I understand, there's not
I think that
gas.
there is. I saw a vendor that said something about fuel. I
Okay.
don't really understand how the system works, but unless I was misunderstanding, I think there is fuel
Oh,
of some sort.
who joined us? There's look. Nathan joined. So
Yay, we
he
need the
has
help.
he has Sarah Steele, who is a really cool mouse companion. She's really cute. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna move her here. See, oh look, there's more sharks now. So see, we've got to start worrying about these other sharks coming on this other side. Do you see that?
Oh
So,
no, there's more of them?
well, yeah, it's like in Wizard101 where if somebody jumps in, it'll
Oh
actually.
right,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Let's see. Chat room says each skill can be used once per battle. Okay, thank you very much for that, chat room. Again, I knew that they would know more than me. The cow is awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Some of the viewers might know or be reminded that cow. What was that cow in on Cartoon Network? It was like a ninja cow.
A ninja cow?
Yeah, I can't remember what that was.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yay! Nathan healed me.
Yay, that's awesome.
So see, there's magic in the game, similar to Wizard101, but again, it's going to kind of. When the game comes out, when Nick in the chat room, I don't know. I'd have to check, honestly.
I don't think it's announced yet.
Is it you or does the fire have life points? It's possible because you can destroy obstacles often during the turn. I'll check on this next one. So I imagine that you can. I think what you do is you interact with the object. So in this case, I imagine that we are able to put out the fires.
Like put out the fire? Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
So from my experience so far, of course, this is beta, so I'm sure they'll tweak it and stuff like that. Look, little pet. Snake.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, you can get pets.
I have not seen a pet yet.
Let's see, if I circle on a fire, yeah, it does have, you can actually put it out, it looks like. Are there areas for crowns? Crown areas, I haven't experienced that yet, but I imagine that there are.
Oh, I think I lost one of my companions.
As in dead?
Yeah, he's not here anymore.
Well, good going.
I didn't notice though.
We'll see. We might have lost a couple. We'll go restore them if you actually get us to Skull Island in one piece.
You shouldn't have let me drive.
People watching the chat room, never let somebody named Leisha drive your ship. Now see how large Nathan's ship is over there? That's how big they can get. Maybe even bigger. I don't know. There's Sarah. I love Sarah.
Yeah, that's really cute. I like the mouse companion.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's like a swashbuckler. Swashbuckler. Do mounts still cost crowns? Yeah, I was showing earlier in the crown shop. There's mounts and they do cost crowns. I don't know if they have plans for free ones or whatever. I'm not real sure. It's too early in the development to know, so. Ooh, look at that. The snake.
Yay.
Ooh, the snake can fly into blank areas or something.
Woohoo!
Open the chest, quick.
We lived.
Look at all the fire.
Mostly.
This is a beat up spaceship.
My
Not a
poor
spaceship.
ship.
Pirate ship. I said spaceship. I'm not a real big fan of collecting the chest like that. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so now to Skull Island, please, without it getting us killed. You know where Skull Island's at? It's the one with the skull
I'm gonna
on
go
it.
towards the skull.
Yeah, towards the big skull. So as you can see, right at first,
My ship is smoking.
hit your heal button down there.
Up there. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I think if you jump in a stream, it might heal a little bit, but I could be wrong. Oh, we're at Skull Island. Don't worry about it.
There we go.
Woohoo! All right, so now we go over here and get on the dock. You might notice some of the sounds from Wizard. Oh, let me get on my mount. I want to do the manta ray this time. I kind of prefer the manta ray, honestly. Let's see here. Let's do the manta ray. See, this is the manta ray mount. Really cool. I think it's kind of cute. It looks like Finding Nemo's manta ray. All right, so now I got to find the locket in Skull Island, and I think this is combat stuff. So we'll see.
I can't remember.
I'm sure it is. I'm trying to remember too, but I think you battle for the locket. Here's some yum fruit you can grab if you're injured. Here, let's see if you can jump off the edge. Can you jump off the edge? No. Oh, I took that yum fruit from you.
Oh, I'll get another.
Yeah. So no, you cannot jump off the edges. Here's one. I'm gonna grab that yum fruit. Slow horse. You need a manta ray like me. Got about 15, 20 more minutes to stream, so if you guys and girls have any questions about Pirate, can't even talk, Pirate 101, holler. Sounds like the chat room probably knows a lot more than me. So we're going to go in here. Oh, this might just be a little, I'm just going to find it here somewhere.
Here's the locket.
Here's a locket.
Beauty. Let's take it to Nancy.
All
I
right.
know where to find her.
So I got to go back to Nancy now. Anyway, think the buffalo should be called buffalo wings. Do you get to choose your companions, or are they automatic? Can you get more companions? Good question. I was showing earlier in the crown shop you can actually buy companions. Right hither. So I can buy this goat one. I think you have to level to get more slots for companions. Let me show my companions real quick, because what I want to show you is that you can actually level them. I don't know exactly how this works. Essentially, as you play, they gain experience, and you as you gain experience, or as they gain experience, they actually level up like you, but they can't exceed your level. So, for example, my crane student here, my ninja crane, is level 5. He can't get any higher until I do. If I go to Bonnie Ann, my fox musketeer, I can actually train her, and it'll show you when you hover over the train button how far up she'll be trained. And as they train, they'll actually, for example, my crab harpoon guy here, you actually can, it says I've got a new talent, so I can actually choose that and pick out which talent I want. In this case, I'm going to choose accurate, and then I can hit train if I'd like. Train. So he's actually trained up. See that? So I'm training him a little bit more. And he's almost level 5. So one more training and he'll hit level 5, but now he's got a new talent. So not only can you use these companions in your army, your miniature army there, but you can actually customize them and everything. You can, I mean, as far as abilities and stuff. I don't know how many companions you can have in total. If anybody in the chat room knows that might have played to the high level, how many you can have total? Like, can you have 6 or 7 or 10 or whatever? I'm not real sure. I'll bet it's not too many, because if you can group with other players, you can imagine 20 good guys on one side and like 20 on the other, you know what I mean? So, alright. Talk to Nancy Gill. Where's Nancy? Here she is, up here. There's Buffalo Wings. That's a good name for it.
What do you want, pirate? I've no time for... Mo sent you? I've nothing to say to him or to you. The locket. He got it back, did he? Well,
And you can buy companions with gold. Thank you very much, chat room.
Better late than never. I will never abide Mo's
Trying to resurrect my companion.
If you want to go down to the stone down there. Okay, so now I've finished Mo, one of the dead rats. And I've got to go back to Mo. Look at all the companions running. Yay! And I've got to go back to Mo to turn this quest in. And I think we'll do some more combat. Somebody asked, please show your dorm room. I think I can do that really quick. Let's see. The dorm room is really what you expect. Let's get here. I don't know how quickly I can get out. Give me a second, Alicia. I'm going to show the dorm room real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's max 3 companions you can have in a battle. Okay, thank you again very much, chat room. So this is your dorm room. If you played Wizard 101, you might be familiar with. It's a basic dorm room. I know that they're going to add a lot more. They're going to add a lot more to it, you know, and they're going to add a lot more. I mean, you know, come on. We know that they're going to have massive pirate caves and all sorts of cool stuff. You have access to your bank just like before. You have your backpack, all that good stuff that you're used to from Wizard 101 you can find. So it's not, I mean, it's a great looking dorm room, of course, but this is your free basic one. So I think we could safely say that this is going to become just insanely, you know what I mean? This is going to become a lot more involved. I think if I leave, I go right back to the spot I was before. Let's see. Nope. Let me come back here. I got to go back to this area, so I'll be right down. All right, let's see. Yeah, that flag wasn't mine. I think that was just a standard one that was in there. But my flag I designed with a crow, and Alicia was asking me earlier, did I design my flag, and I couldn't remember. But it looks like I did. I don't remember how to redo the flag though, like, because I want to do it differently. Look at this one over here. I don't know if you guys and girls can see that, but that's a pink ship with like a heart with wings on it. If you're watching in 720, you should be able to see that just fine. Right over here.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
Yeah,
that's an awesome
really
ship.
cool. All right, look here. Alicia's
mine.
ship is
Do you
happens to
really
be
want me to
docking.
drive again?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know that you want that.
You see how her flag is illustrated right here? So it actually shows you where you parked, so you won't forget where you parked. Let's hit X as an X-ray, and we're going to jump onto the ship. She's going to fly, hopefully not kill us all.
Where do we need to go now?
Trader's Cave.
Okay.
Do you know where
Back
that's at? Because
to-
I have no idea.
It was back to where we were. We came from.
What is my estimated guess when Pirate 1 comes out? I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. I'm not going to say. I have no idea. Even if I knew, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you. So, because then King's Eye would send a bunch of ninjas to my house to kill me.
Ninja pigs?
But my guess is sometime this year.
I think they've said that as
yeah,
much, if
yeah.
I remember correctly.
That's, I believe, all they've said. I have a good feeling because already the game is really, really polished, and you know it's a King's Isle product, so it'll be really ready to go as soon as it's out. You know what I mean? All right. So now I'm going to the Trader's Cave. Where's Alicia? We don't want to lose her because she
right
likes
by
to
you.
get us in trouble. So starter boats are basically rafts made with barrels. Yes. And I don't want to spoil everything because a lot of these beginning quests are really, really fun. But there's a part where you get your starter ship and it's hilarious. He says,
It's really funny.
"Here's your ship," and you know you have to see it. But yeah, your ship is pathetically small and ugly. But it does get better, as you can see from the person who joined us earlier in the fight. Their ship was massive and beautiful, and I don't know if this is another thing I'm excited to learn. If the larger ships you can tab like we did out in space and hang out in like rooms on the ship. It's like a floating house. All right, let's see. Thank you, Pirate. I can never win her back. So let's pretend that my voice is the voiceover that they're going to place in here. You brought me peace to rest in. Whee! The story here is basically... Ooh, did I level? I can't tell. Where'd my character go? I didn't even notice. Level 6, I leveled. Woohoo! What was I going to say? Darn it.
The story with the ghost rats?
Oh yeah, if you look, I won't spoil it really, but they're all dead around the table here.
Mm-hmm.
And they look kind of deflated, which is hilarious.
I think they're cute.
So here's the rat ghost. So he's actually talking. I'm going to skip it. I want you to experience it for yourself. So I'm just going to grab the quest here and we're going to move on. I got to talk to Captain Ahab in Jonahtown. Is there crafting? You know, I don't know. Ships can use equipment items just like their captains. Let me hit E. Oops, not R, E. And I'm going to look at my ship. Look here, I've got... Oh my gosh, I got figureheads. Woo, sweet.
Oh wow.
I put the figurehead on mine. Cool. It's alright, Nathan. Thank you for offering, though. We're going to do the quest here as much as we can. We only have about 5-7 more minutes or so, so I've got to get some stuff shown here. If there's anything else I'm not showing, we only have the hour, so I'll probably stream it, I'm sure, more in the future. So I need to go to Jonahtown. Captain Alicia?
Is that back on Skull Island?
I don't know. Let me see. Does the map show me?
What does the quest say?
Hold on. Don't go anywhere just yet. Where's the map? My maps. Quest maps. Skull Island. To Skull Island, please. Jeeves. Oh, the big well out there. Yeah, there's giant blue whales, and they're like swimming with people on their back or something. I haven't.
Really?
Every time. If you watch as we go along here, I'll see if we can see them in distance. So is grouping seamless, or is there more to it? Yeah, grouping is basically, if you haven't played Wizard 101, grouping, basically, somebody can just jump into your group and help you. And you can jump in to help your friends if you're on your ship. You probably won't see
there's the whales. Do you want to go look at them?
Yeah, go. It's going to take me a minute to load. There we go. Yeah, go look at the whales here. You
We
can
might
see
get attacked again.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's hard to get out there. If you can see in the distance, right over here on my left side of my screen, we're looking at these giant blue whales. See them way over there. Oops, the sail's in the way. There we go. See them way over there? Head towards that little bitty island there, Alicia, and then go around that way. We're gonna get a little lag. There is a little lag out in this area because essentially you're playing in like a very zoomed out version of the game, but I'm sure they'll tweak that with
There's shipwrecks.
Yeah.
Neat.
Oh, you're
Oh
gonna get
no,
pulled.
I'm in a combat
All
again.
right, let's not ask Leisha to drive anymore. Keep fighting. You might as well get boarded. Let's get boarded. You can just pull up to him and get boarded. I mean, if you want to attempt to fight, go for it. But
Oh, I
usually
wanna
out here,
fight.
they're gonna overwhelm us pretty easily. See, this is what happened to me last time. I was like, ooh, pretty big blue whale. And I was like, ah, I'm dead. Didn't take long to die either. I was just like, that'll teach me to be, like,
You have to
curious.
explore.
Well, yeah, but you gotta explore at higher levels if you can. Okay, we're being boarded. Ooh. Wait. It let me board for a second there. I think you had a choice. Did you get away?
I might have gotten away.
Okay, head for Skull Island, quick. Don't go anywhere near ships. Yeah, are you in the... Oh, you hit a heel, didn't you?
Okay, I'm running away.
Yeah, please run fast. Go! You need a more powerful ship if you're going to win a ship battle. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're kind of preaching to the choir. Honey, I mean, Jonatown is the other way, it's telling me.
It is?
Yeah, let me check my quest. I'm going to send this all over
Oh
the
no,
map here.
here we go. Oh no.
Just get boarded. I only have a few more minutes. Let's just get boarded and do this battle, and I think that'll probably be it. I'm not sure the prerequisite for getting boarded. I think that it's probably they get your ship damaged to a certain point. Can we see your house? I just showed us your house, my house, so you missed it. Rewind this live stream. It'll be recorded. So as soon as we're done here in a few minutes, you can actually refresh the page. It'll take a second, and I'll have it titled and everything, so you'll actually be able to watch it all day and all night. Okay, so we were boarded. We can do a few things here. I like, as a ranged unit, I like to kind of stand in line, send my melee people up here, and get my ranged units kind of in a line waiting to go. Now, Alicia, if you want to go down, you see where I'm going? If you want to go down here to the bottom, and you take that area, I'm going to take the top. So we're going to... Alicia's character is a melee class. You have a magic class, a melee class, a ranged class. Is there another one?
I'm not sure.
I'd have to look it up real quick. And I can't, off the top of my head, I can't name all the classes. You'll have to forgive me. I'm sure the chat room will come up with it. First one to say the classes in the chat room is really super cool. But again, your classes, I mean, since you're on a board and you're doing strategy type stuff, it's not, oh, no Kobe. If you notice, his name is Kobe, as in Kobe beef. There's a lot of funny names like that. What was I going to say? I can't remember. I always forget.
What class are you?
I am the shooty class.
What's that called?
I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, it won't let me see right now. I'm forgetting right. Ensign. No? I have no
That's
idea.
your title.
So I'm going to go here. My other ranged dude will go there. And my melee person... I'm going to put out the fire with my melee person and see what happens. I think he's going to go and put it out. A healer class as well. Thank you very much. But being that it's a strategy, like a checkerboard game, as you guys and girls know, in Wizard 101, it depends on your deck. In this case, it really depends on how you can play the board, your knowledge of that stuff. Hey! Oh, there we go. I told the wrong guy. He put out the fire, though. Look. Musketeer. Thank you very much. No, Alicia! Got smacked by that shark. In fact, we only have about 5 more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put my contact information up here. If you want to email me, you can at bow@massively.com. I stream different games about 3 times per week. Let me put some orders in here real quick, and then I'll make sure you bookmark this MV guide. This is basically like a TV guide for Massively TV. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell you what we're streaming and when. So be sure to bookmark that. If you want to find Pirate101, of course you can at pirate101.com. You can sign up for the beta, hopefully get in. I don't know how they're doing the choosing and all that, so don't ask. I don't have any keys or anything. If you want to add me on Twitter, it's at beau_hindman. If you want to add me on YouTube, my YouTube channel, all these live streams I also put on my YouTube channel, which if you want to look for the username BeauTurkey, you can do so, and then you can see all my videos. I have about 400 and some odd videos. I have a ton on there. The Witch Doctor is the magic there. There you go. I didn't roll a Witch Doctor yet. So let's have him shoot that one. He's going to punch that one, and he's going to shoot that one. Let's see here. Who put the children in charge of the ships, or these animal people younger than they look? Well, you know, I think like Wizard 101, you're a student, you're a young person. Bill, I think you're getting a little detailed there. I don't know. I think the idea is that, you know, if you're gonna have kids in your audience, you're gonna put some children as the characters. But yeah, maybe the students they're all young. I don't know. As far as your NPCs there, your companions. One more shark, and then we're done with this, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish the stream up. Make sure you contact me, like I said. I'm gonna shoot, punch, shoot. I think Alicia will take care of. No, not with that one. Kobe, go, Kobe.
He missed.
As a matter of fact, after me tonight, let's see who's streaming what. I'll tell you guys and girls real quick. I'm doing Pirate101, and then here in a few hours at 8 p.m. EDT, 7 p.m. Central is MJ with EverQuest, so check that out. Shoot, punch, shoot. That's a magical number, magical formula. Almost done here after this battle. Yahoo! Alicia, if you don't mind grabbing the treasure chest. I'm going to sit over here.
Chest.
Thanks again, guys and girls, for joining me. This has been some Pirate 101 for you. I'll probably stream it over the next few weeks as long as King's Isle is cool with Plenty streaming. Obviously, they see I haven't been banned yet, so they've been really cool about everything. It's a fantastic game. It's like Wizard 101 plus 1000, so it's really, really a step forward. Wizard 101 is still fantastic, don't get me wrong, but Pirate is if you're a strategy fan, you're really, really going to enjoy Pirate 101. It's absolutely fantastic. But as you can, oh look, there goes the wreck. Boom. All right, so head back to, just head somewhere. But thank you for joining us, guys and girls, and tune in. If, like I said, if you want to refresh the page here in about 5 minutes, I'll have the recorded version, titled version of this stream up for you to share with your friends or whatever. You can link to it or whatever you want to do. So thanks for joining us. I'll see you. I'm streaming next Monday at 5 p.m. EDT is my next stream. Keep an eye on the MV guide, and then I'll tell you who's streaming what when. There's plenty of streams at all times. So have a good one. See you later.